good, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I realized I've never really done a introduction video where like I briefly explain about myself and the vision as far as like my YouTube channel and this is that first video where like I feel like it's an official YouTube video kind of thing. I don't really do much sit down videos, but when I do, like I'm talking about a topic or something versus like me directly looking at the camera and like conversating and whatnot. But yeah, a brief introduction about me is, or like the vision behind the YouTube channel is more so like documentary style videos where like I'm documenting like my life and progression and like things that I do as far as growth, individual growth, as well as spiritual growth, where like I grow spiritually in my relationship with God, and vlogging as well. I like to like do more vlogging where like I do different things or experience new things, and I just like film it, like bring the camera with me. But that still kind of aligns with like the documentary style videos and also like cinematic content and directing, where like I create like a script or something and then I go out and I record it. I really like doing that. Like if you guys haven't watched like the recent video I made, the short film, just the link will be in the description below. Actually, if you just tap on my little icon, the most recent video is that video. Yeah, so if you haven't seen that short film, it's like a minute or so. It's very short. Click on it, watch it, and tell me how you feel about it. How did I do? First ever short film. I also like you guys to like ask me any questions. Comment down below any questions, anything you would like me to answer, anything you'd like to know about me in particular. You know what I mean? Just let me know, man. Free and open. But yeah, this is my first ever official YouTube. First official YouTube video. But I class this as like me actually properly starting like a YouTube channel for real. Like this is serious. Yeah, this is serious. We're taking it there, bro. We're taking it there. But yeah, that's really it, man. I just want like a brief introduction to really let you know what the vision is and my goals and aspirations as far as this channel. I will be making more videos, and I've not been consistent at all whatsoever, but that's something I'm going to be seeking towards doing. And shout out to all those like recent subscribers. Don't worry, I see you, bro. I see you. Day ones, but day ones for real. But yeah, shout out to all of you guys, man. Shout out to the support, the love, and even like watching the video. It means a lot, truly. But yeah, just follow along upon my creative journey and growth as an individual and as a man of God, all in all. And yeah, man, I'm about to go out, about to go to the gym, and then possibly do a shoot right after. And I'm gonna take you guys with me. One thing I've realized over the past couple of months of this year is the importance of going back to the Lord's feet and really relying on Him. I feel like oftentimes it can be easy to neglect the importance of our walk with God and often overlook it and place other relationships above it. But one thing I've realized is that my walk with God is far more important than any human relationship I could have, as the Lord is the one that teaches me how to love first and foremost, and cherish people and treat them how they're meant to be treated. Essentially, I've realized that for me to truly like live in accordance to the Lord's will and purpose, it can only occur through me being close to Him, not through just acting as if submitting or living a surrendered life, but truly seeking to build a relationship with God, just like how I would do in any other relationship, with constant communication, praying, reading His Word, wanting to get to know Him. I feel like that's extremely important, and prioritizing Him above anything else, because human relationships that like can change within an instant, but God's gives us everlasting life, one, and His love surpasses all understanding, so much so that He gave His one and only begotten Son. And I say that because I've, to be honest, indulged in different worldly things, and through those experiences I've realized that nothing can truly satisfy you apart from the love of God. And even though like worldly things does give you some sort of pleasure, but it's extremely temporary, but it's not long lasting. But the love that God gives is everlasting. And sitting at God's feet to me is seeking Him above, before doing anything, before any experience, before any opportunity which presents itself to me, before taking upon the opportunity, seeking first His face and asking Him whether or not that thing or that opportunity is in alignment with His will for my life. For He made me in His image and likeness, and before I was born, He knew me. So like valuing my relationship with God looks like me speaking to Him and asking Him for advice and seeking His face, to be honest. And I've realized the importance of that. Not earthly relationship can give you that. The assurance that God gives you surpasses any relationship that any man or woman can truly give you. So, and even sitting at God's feet is realizing that you do need help, and there's only one person that can help you, and that's Christ. As things are ever changing, like seasons change constantly, and it would be extremely powerful to just simply rely on your own human strength to navigate through a life which you've never experienced. And that's exactly where God comes in, where He provides us with divine wisdom, and us through asking Him for help, He provides divine intervention where we can navigate through life, even through the difficult moments, with the guidance, knowing that God has us, as it says in the Word, that everything works together for our good, especially for those who trust God. So yeah, sitting at the Lord's feet is extremely important, and it looks like surrendering your life. For me personally, like my pride and ego, surrendering that and giving it to Him. It looks like letting go of my own desires as far as like fleshly desires, what I would normally do or what I deem to be right, and allowing God to intervene and take control. And letting go of my own imagery as far as like how I visualize myself, and allowing God to rebuild me and reshape my identity. It looks like speaking life upon my life in accordance to his word. And it looks like me walking in confidence despite the environment wanting to push me to act the same way. Because oftentimes your environments play a huge role in how you act, and the actions which you then display, or how much you can trust God is often shaped by your environment, oftentimes the people who are around you. And that's exactly why it says in the word, iron sharpens irons. But if you're unequally yoked with individuals or unbelievers, it can oftentimes lead you astray. So being cautious of who you're around, essentially, and who you open your ears to. But yeah, sitting at the Lord's feet, really important. Something I realized. Otherwise, you lose sight of where God has truly called you to be, what He's called you to do, and it could lead you to wanting to be filled by external things that only God can truly fill, that no man or woman can truly fill, or no form of sexual activities can truly satisfy you apart from God, or drinking, etc., smoking, whatever it is. Everyone has their own vices, but God is the only one that can actually quench our thirst. I myself have my own vices that I would often run to when things are a bit techie, or like I feel like I'm no, but generally, like, everyone has their own vices. Everyone has their ways of like coping when things are like a bit difficult. And I've indulged in different things, and through that indulgence, I've realized no earthly things can truly like give you any form of peace or satisfaction, whether it be females, partying, depending on the context, drinking to suppress feelings, smoking to escape, that's all temporary, or overly being around people for the sake of to prevent yourself from going through the necessary recovery to help you overcome whatever situation you may be experiencing. Wherever it is, everyone has their own vices, but God is the only one that can truly quench that thirst which we have. It's a God-sized hole that only God can fill. And when you hear only God can satisfy, it's not a saying, it's the truth. I say that for myself, and I say that because I've experienced it, because I've done different things to, I guess, to help me overcome a certain thing. But I realized though, like on the real, like God is the only one that can satisfy me, and hence why it's extremely important to have Him in our lives, or have Him in my life, specifically speaking, and letting Him guide me and direct me is important, and not allowing people's viewpoints to determine my actions and how I move as an individual. Yeah, important. Sometimes it can be hard to follow God or submit to God because we're overly wanting to people please, act in ways which we want so people can draw near to us, but that overall pulls you away from God. And hence why it's extremely important to assess your heart posture, assess your actions, assess the individuals you are around, and assess how you act around certain individuals, because no one should be influencing your actions, but it should only be God who is directing us and teaching us how to live in accordance to His one purpose. But yeah, far from a perfect individual, far from a perfect man, but I realized there's no life without Christ. Yeah, there's no peace without Him. Even relationships are in vain without God. There's no love without God. Like, even if like I did seek love from an individual, let's say like for example a female, I cannot fully feel that love without the love of God. That makes sense. If anything, or if I'm seeking to be with an individual because I'm wanting to fill a hole within me, within my heart, that person could never like fill that hole, because it will be extremely temporary, because it's a God-sized hole. Only God can satisfy us completely, and He's the one that teaches us how to love and shows us how to love one another accordingly. But yeah, because God is love. But yeah, it's hard to say though, man. Going back to the Lord's feet, man, extremely important. Submit your life to God and surrender, because He loves you, even in difficult circumstances and situations. Go to the Lord, seek Him genuinely. He is the answer. Living proof. I feel that internally, and God works within us internally before He shows. But yeah, man, God bless you. Appreciate you for watching. If you made it this far, comment down, I am loved by Christ. God bless you. May God be with you. Seek God in whatever circumstance you may be experiencing, however you may be feeling. God is the answer. God is truly the answer. Yeah. But yeah, man, comment down below, like the video, subscribe. And I will be making more videos though, like more videos along the way. And I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I'm going to be more consistent. I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm just trying to like figure out my flow and like this type of videos which I'm seeking to make and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna seek to be more consistent on YouTube. Yeah, man. God bless you. Stay blessed.